take a seat. Real conversations with the people we meet. From city lights to oceans wide, we're talking life with truth and pride. Life talks around the world with me and Marie. Warehouse connecting minds run free. Different voices, one family. Sharing life's truth globally. This is Life Talks Around the World with Nina Marie.
Welcome to Life Talks Around the World with your host, yours truly, Nina Marie. And I am so excited, y'all, to be coming to you all from TV. I've done the internet stuff. I've done podcasting. I've even spoken around the world internationally. But to be able to be with you all doing Life Talks Around the World with Nina Marie on TV, yes, I am super excited. And I want to welcome my guests because for those that don't know me, I would like to introduce to some and present to others. Again, your host, Nina Marie. I am your Unity in the Community chick, and I couldn't be any more excited than to be with you all. So just a little bit about myself, because you probably want to know who am I and why should you chime in to Life Talks Around the World with Nina Marie. Well, I am a native of Michigan. I've been down south since '05 in East Texas, and then I crossed the state line over here in the boot, as y'all call it, in Louisiana in the summer of '09, and I have been here ever since. And so I've done youth and young adults for almost 30 years of my life. Actually, I just completed our teen summit this past week for spring break, or this week actually for spring break. Just completed the Teen Summit, which was absolutely amazing. So very, very grateful for that. I've worked with youth and young adults for almost 30 years, particularly because I was the kid that shouldn't have made it, right? I was the kid that shouldn't have made it. I had all the odds against me. Teenage mom, graduated high school by the skin of my teeth, was all into all type of things growing up. But I had mentors and I had programs like the Spot International that literally changed my life and it set me on a path that I didn't know that even existed, or one that I even thought I wanted to be a part of. So I've done youth and young adults for almost 30 years, and even at almost 50 years old, can you believe it? I know, I'm almost 50, y'all. But even at almost 50, I still love to work with youth to this day. So it has been near and dear to my heart. I've done youth and young adults for many years, working with various programs, because I'm a firm believer that there are no I's in team. Together, each accomplishes more. So I've served in various programs internationally and within the city. And it's always been about the kids for me. So I still get an opportunity to do youth to this day, working with various programs. But Spot International is my own baby. And even though you might have missed the summit, don't worry, Super Saturday is coming up. Spot is specifically geared toward 6th through 12th graders, and we have a young adult program for 18 through 24. So we would love to have you or your student or your nieces or your nephews in this program, because we guarantee it's something that will be a benefit not only to your family and to your student, but also to our society as a whole. So Spot has been something that has been near and dear to my heart. About 11 years ago, I expanded my horizons and became a certified travel agent. So I have traveled the globe extensively for a long time now, but I decided to get into the travel space because I felt like there was definitely, people were traveling, bottom line. People were traveling and I didn't want to miss out on that. So I have been a part of the travel space for the last 10 years. And that has been just as much of a joy as it has been working with teenagers. I actually didn't even think that I could love something more than I love teenagers, or even close to it, until I got into the travel space. So fast forward, I've been doing youth, I've been doing young adults. I have been into the travel space, and then the pandemic happened, y'all. Yes, the pandemic happened, and believe it or not, I traveled more during the pandemic than I probably did outside of the pandemic. Personally, I felt like it was safer internationally than it was nationally. And so I was very blessed to and afforded the opportunity to travel extensively, even during the pandemic. But since coming out of the pandemic, I knew that schools were a bit more, confined with just wanting to keep COVID-19 at a minimum. So they wasn't allowing many to any outside organizations really coming in. And so I began to really just pray about like, okay, what was next? What was I getting ready to do? What was up Nina Marie's sleeve at that time? And so I ventured into the adult space to where I started working with the reentry population, working with men and women coming out of prison, and how do they get a fresh start. So I served as a community liaison for Goodwill Industries here in the Shreveport area. And from Goodwill Industries, I picked up another opportunity with Community Renewal International, serving as their community liaison, working with businesses, churches, and organizations in the city, figuring out, oh, you got that going on? Ah, amazing. Y'all doing the thing over there too. But what could we do collectively as a whole? And I've always said within the Circle of Caring, which stay tuned because there are some amazing things coming up with the Circle of Caring as well. But I've always said with COC, Shreveport Bossier has some amazing things happening around the area. But everybody does them on these individual silos, and they do these from a perspective of your thing, my thing, they thing, versus what can we collectively do. And so that has been where I have spent the last 4 years of my life, still working with teenagers, still working with young adults, but venturing and spreading my wings a bit more in the adult space, working, like I said, in the reentry perspective, and working particularly front row with businesses, churches, and organizations. So that has been a bit of what I have done. Who is Nina Marie? And now we are at the table with Life Talks Around the World with Nina Marie, y'all. I am super excited because you are in for a treat. As I have really been meditating, working with the team, figuring out what is going to be the substance of this show. And I'm excited because you're going to see me just like you see around the world in different aspects, in different communities, in different faces, in different places, actually asking the questions that sometimes we as a society or we as a culture or we as a world overall are not dealing with, unfortunately. So stay tuned because I'll be right back. As they say, we got to pay these bills. So we got a commercial coming up, and I'll be right back to talk about Women's International Month, y'all. That's what our focus is going to be on this show today. And I couldn't be any more excited than to be celebrating Women's International Month. So I'll be right back.
This is Life Talks Around the World with Nina Marie.
Soft and beyond intro with every pass. Yeah. Welcome to the lab where the vision get lit. Martine, rapid creativity studio, this it. From the mic to the cam, we don't dream, we produce. Turn ideas to income, turn pressure to juice. Yeah, it, record it, go viral, pursue it. If you see it in your mind, best believe we can do it. Lights on, sound strong, whole vibe exclusive. Marty Rabbit Studio, where the grind get lucrative. Podcast poppin', reels go crazy. You to the city, we building daily. Stay set ready, creativity fluid. You bring the spark, we amplify it through it. Creativity, where your vision meets reality.
Rise and shine, y'all. This is your Unity in the Community chick, Nina Marie, and I am super excited to be coming to you all on location for what women want and what men need. I hope y'all got y'all tickets for March 25th, y'all, because the doors open at 7:30 and it's getting ready to go up. So what it is that we have in store, y'all, we are coming from SES Events right here in the Pierre Bossier Mall in Forever 21. And this location, y'all, is absolutely beautiful. Come on. As you can see, it is a full event center that is ready to host and willing for all of those that are interested in finding an event venue. Now, for March 25th, y'all, that's the event we're talking about. March the 25th is going up. We have none other than Mr. Felton Love, all the way coming in from Texas, y'all, where they do it big at, okay? So Mr. Felton Love is coming in, and he's not just coming in to talk about and have conversations around what women want and what men need. We're also celebrating Women's International Month. So I'm going to be loving on those that I love in the city. And also, somebody say also, right? Also, we are going to be having a demo by Mr. Felton Love himself. He's going to be doing a hat demo. So make sure you bring your coins too, because some of them hats are going to be for purchase. But we are excited. Bring your girlfriends, bring your guy friends, y'all, because we're having conversations about what women want and what men need, and you're not going to want to miss it. Women's International Month is super exciting because women wear so many hats, and not often are they acknowledged or recognized for their work or their efforts. And so I couldn't be any more excited than to dedicate this show to Women's International Month. As a woman myself who wears many hats, oftentimes we're mothers, we're wives, we're daughters, we're sisters, we're granddaughters, we're friends. All of those hats have an extensive weight. But I love to ask my women at times, who's caring for you? And so when we think about Women's International Month, I'm going to challenge y'all because I need you to make sure that you are being cared for. As I mentioned, women, we must take a moment for ourselves, because we've heard oftentimes that if we're not good for anybody else, how can we be good for ourselves? Or if we're not good for ourselves, how can we be good for anybody else? And so taking care of yourself, i.e. self-care, is not a negotiable thing. That should be non-negotiable in our worlds. That should be something that at a minimum you do on a weekly basis. So what does self-care look like? I'm glad you asked, because your girl is a self-care queen, okay? I absolutely love dancing. I love sitting out at the park outside. I absolutely love traveling. I love live music. What about not just traveling, but being able to travel abroad on a missions trip? How about even something locally to where you just go and treat yourself to a good dinner? Or even the gun range, because I love the gun range as well. But what is it that you're doing to care for yourself as women? And what type of girlfriends do you have? So I'm a philosopher. I have and live by this philosophy that you should always have a few things in your life, okay? The first thing that you need to have is a mentor. As a woman, I think that it is so important. And one of the ways that we care for ourselves is to be able to release. And that mentor can be just that, a mentor. It could be a therapist. It could be your counselor. Whatever it is, you should always have a mentor in your life that gives you the opportunity to just go and dump and woosah after, right? So a mentor is one of the first things that I think all women should have. The second thing that I think that all women should have, and that is a mentee. It's kind of like that thing to where you reach one, you teach one. So as a woman who grew up, I told y'all the type of young woman I was, I needed mentors in my life. And not just then, but I think even as adults, that much more, we need mentors. So a mentee is so important. You got your mentor, okay? A mentee is just as important as your mentor, okay? So who are you mentoring? Who is it that you are pouring into their lives? being that Titus 2 from that good book I read from you, right? Being an individual that not only takes in, but also pours out. So your mentor is one of the first things that I think that all women need. A mentee is the second thing that all women need. And last but not least, y'all, a tribe is the third thing. A tribe, right? Is the third thing that all women need. A tribe is just that. These are not your mentees, these are not your mentors, but this is just your girlfriends. I often say that a tribe is imperative for any circle, but particularly a woman's circle. Your tribe is so important because your tribe is who encourages you to keep going when you want to quit. Your tribe is somebody that says, girl, you look cute today when you don't feel like it at all. Your tribe is somebody that when you're ready to travel the world and they say what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas, not that you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing, but this is the tribe that you get to simply go and let your hair hang, okay? That is what a tribe is. And oftentimes I think the saddest thing about women that I've heard is the fact that I don't have a lot of girlfriends. Well, you don't have to have a lot of girlfriends, and it's important that you don't have the wrong girlfriends, okay? But you still need a tribe. And I like to tell women all the time, it's not even that you don't deserve a seat at the table. You just may not be at my table because you're not my tribe. But your tribe is even more so somebody that should be praying for you, somebody that's holding you up, somebody that's holding your arms up when you're just ready to quit. That's what a tribe is. So if I can't encourage you in nothing else, ladies, women will say, oh, it's just something about her that I ain't vibing with. I encourage you, especially this month for Women's International Month, push in a bit further because A, she may be somebody that does not need to be a part of your tribe, and that was your intuition. You know how we as women, that's our intuition, right? So it may have been something from an intuition perspective that she needs to stay over there. But it may also be just something that will stop y'all from linking simply because it is important for y'all to connect. So find your tribe because Women's International Month is geared for women who are making moves and doing things. So I would love for you not to only come and be a part of my tribe, but also I would love to meet your tribe. Y'all gotta pay these bills, but for my women out there, happy Women's International Month, and make sure you continue to grow and go to become all that you were destined to be.
This is Light Talk around the world with me, Marie.
Okay, ladies, class is in session, and today's lesson, why your hair doesn't get what it's supposed to. We provide the best quality hair and the best lace that looks so natural, they'll ask you if it's yours. Not a leave out girly? Tired of the hey boo text? Get you a closure wig where no glue is required. No more 2-hour appointments. 10 minutes and you're done.
Feel the crown in honey global hair. Honey global hair. Curls that move like they grew right there.
Welcome back with your girl, Nina Marie, your Unity in the Community Chicks with Light Talks around the world, y'all. And I couldn't have been more excited than to be with you all for the first episode. Yes. The first episode with Light Talks Around the World with Nina Marie on TV. Can you believe it? Your girl is on TV, mama. Your girl is on TV. But what do we have coming up, you all? So many things are coming up. As I mentioned, you missed the Spot Teen Summit, but don't feel bad. You can follow us on our social media accounts, The Spot International, THESPOTINTL, on Facebook, on Instagram, because we want your student and young adult to be a part. The Spot Teen Summit was off the chain, but we do have Super Saturdays come up. We are in some schools doing prayer and pancakes, so we do want your babies to be a part of this program. I come from a community and from a season that we understood that it took a village to raise children, and I'm not done being a part of that village. So please, if you have any youth and young adults, 6th through 12th grade, then we want them to be a part of SPOT. So you can definitely reach out to me or reach out to our social media handles to get your baby registered for sure. So that's the first thing. I do want to make sure that you are aware of SPOT that is coming up. Also, if you are looking for a church home, y'all, come and be a part of Dream Big Leadership Church, where we are training today's leaders for tomorrow's problems. We're located at 4028 Greenwood Road. And I share that because your girl works directly with the young adult and the young adult ministry. Now, tonight, we are hosting our first quarter 24-hour prayer night, y'all. I am ecstatic to be a part of our prayer ministry. And I am the organizer of the 24-hour prayer. And this was put on our heart last year, y'all. This was what they used to do. And one thing I know, and two things is for certain, you can never have too much prayer. And our season and where we are as a community, where we are as a culture, where we are as a nation, we could use some prayer. So we at Dream Big Church host once a quarter 24-hour prayers, which happens to be kicking off tonight for prayer. So it is from 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. So join us at 4028. You can come for an hour. You can come for the night. You can come and go. It's up to you. But we do want you to be a part of our 24-hour prayer at Dream Big Leadership Church, where we are training today's leaders for tomorrow's problems. So not just prayer. I get an opportunity to work with the young adults at church as well. But I do want to personally invite you out. The young adult ministry at Dream Big is called Vibe Ministry because it's a whole vibe, right? It's called Vibe Ministry. But Monday Manna, that is an opportunity that the Lord put on my heart, y'all, to bring young adults in from the community, not affiliated with anybody's church, not even Dream Big, but it is an opportunity for young adults to meet me on Monday nights at the Hamilton South Library at 6 p.m., 5:30 as well. So 5:36 is up to you. If you get there at 5:30, we'll be kicking off, but we'll be doing Monday Manna, doing a young adult Bible study. So would love to have you there to join us, because after Monday Manna, after we eat together from the word and physically, naturally, right? We're going to share a meal together. So bring $5 or something to contribute, right? But we are going to do Christian skate night on Monday nights as well. So definitely coming to join us for young adult Bible study, Monday Manna at the Hamilton South Library is definitely going to be something that you want to put on your schedules as well. What else we got coming up? Also, we have Mother's Day coming up, y'all. I know we got a couple of months still, but we are going to do a Girls' Day Out Mother's Day trip train ride. Stay tuned. That's why you want to follow me on my social medias, because you are going to want to have all of this information. Get on our mailing list, all of the things. So we have a Girls' Day Out Mother's Day trip coming up also. And last but not least, my favorite part about this show, y'all, because we're doing Life Talks Around the World with yours truly, I am going to always drop the treasures, the Architect's treasures within our region. So this particular treasure that I am sitting in today is called SES Events. And SES Events is located in the Pierre Bossier Mall. And if you have not seen this facility, which if you're on my social media, you done seen it. If you have not seen this, it is a beautiful establishment that you can come for a wedding, you can come for birthday parties, retirement parties, baby shower, whatever you want to bring in here. I'm sure you can talk to the owners who is looking to bring more events to this Architects region. It's one thing to talk about it, and it's a whole nother thing to be about it. And over here at SES Events, you are going to want to host your next event here. You're going to be seeing a couple of my upcoming events. And speaking of upcoming events, March the 25th, ladies and gentlemen, March the 25th, I need your face in the place. You will not want to miss this event that I am particularly hosting, celebrating Women's International Month. But we're talking about it, y'all. We're having a grown conversation, having real people talking about real conversations that deal with real life, okay? But we're talking about what women want and what men need at this March the 25th event. Tickets are on sale, not now, but right now, okay? So you're going to want to make sure that you get these tickets. We will be selling tickets at the door as well if it's not a sold out event. But we have none other than Mr. Felton Love, y'all, joining us. You've seen him on Later Daters. You've seen him on New York Fashion Week, y'all. He was the fashion mogul in his age category, y'all. You're not going to want to miss Mr. Felton Love. He's coming in to do even a hat demo, y'all. Yes, a hat demonstration, ladies and gentlemen, with the fedoras. So make sure you have your face in the place. It's going to be an open bar, well, not open bar, cash bar, okay? But we are excited to have you join us for our Women's International Month event. So again, those are just a few things that are coming up. But as we talk about these Architects treasures, you're going to want to see what SES Event Center has to offer. So I am so excited. Thank y'all again for joining me with Flight Talks Around the World with your girl, Nina Marie, your Unity in the Community chick. And I look forward to seeing y'all at the next place, wherever that may be, because you never know with me where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be doing, let alone who I'm going to be with. So I look so forward to having y'all, and thank you again for joining me, and I'll see y'all again soon.
This is Light Talks Around the World with Nina Marie.